What it be, what it do, it is I, your Lord Octopussy, and today I'm here with my nurse changes. So nurse is a killer that has a problem, and that problem is called the nurse problem, and it essentially means it restricts behavior's creative freedom when it comes to perk design. So we're going to change that by making nurse a build-up killer, and you'll see what I mean. So, first of all, a nice quality of life change is that nurse can perform interactions after blinking, such as breaking pallets, walls, generators, searching lockers, picking up down survivors, opening exit gates and closing hatch. If these interactions do not occur or do not lead to the survivor being carried on your shoulder, the fatigue will occur once the action is completed. The nurse will move at 4.6 meters per second base speed, and the base tear radius is 16 meters. The nurse will start with 0 blink charges. Each blink charge gains reduces your movement speed by 0.2 meters per second and increases your tear radius by 4 meters. The nurse now performs the asphyxiate action using the active ability button. The asphyxiate will create a beam that connects to a survivor up to 10 meters away within line of sight and for 1 second after line of sight is broken. Asphyxiate is what will allow nurse to build up blink charges. It will take 5 seconds of asphyxiation to create your first blink charge, and an additional 2.5 seconds are added per charge, and you can gain up to a maximum of 4 tokens. The math is on screen now, and charges are built up 25% faster if the survivor being asphyxiated is injured, and the nurse moves at 2.89 meters per second while asphyxiating. This makes nurse a build-up killer very similar to what Myers and Oni is. So now on to add-ons. The wooden horse is the same as before. The white knit coat increases movement speed while asphyxiating by 0.5 meters per second. The plaid flannel increases movement speed while charging blink by 1 meters per second. The metal spoon is exactly the same as before. Onto the uncommon add-ons, the pocket watch is exactly the same as before. The dull bracelet increases the maximum asphyxiation distance by 0.5 meters. The dark signature increases blink charge gained from asphyxiating healthy survivors by 10%. The catatonic boy's treasure is exactly the same as before, and the bad man's keepsake is also exactly the same as before. Now onto spasmodic breath, a rare add-on. Automatically gain 10% blink charge for every chain blink used when putting a survivor into the dying state. Heavy panting, blinking through a pallet or breakable wall will destroy it. Fragile wheeze, survivors who are being asphyxiated will cough for 10 seconds after being asphyxiated. Ataxic respiration removes the ability to asphyxiate survivors. Instead, survivors within your tear radius will be passively asphyxiated with 50% slower than manually asphyxiating. Add-ons do not alter ataxic respiration blink charge gain, so it makes your blink build up passive. Anxious gasp. Blinking past a survivor causes them to scream, awarding 200 blood points to the deviousness category and revealing their aura for 3 seconds. Cavaria's last breath. While you have no blink charges, you gain the undetectable status effect. The very rare Jenner's last breath. During the chain blink window, press the active ability button to immediately blink back to the nurse's previous location. Campbell's last breath. Asphyxiating injured survivors who are not currently suffering from the broken status effect for 5 seconds will cause them to suffer from the broken status effect for 45 seconds. The very rare Bad Man's Last Breath increases lunge range distance by 15% after every chain blink performed, resets after the nurse starts blinking. Ultra-Res, the Torn Bookmark. Blinking now consumes all charges. Instead of blinking, you will enter the slowed down phase state where for 2.5 seconds for every blink charge used, you move at 4.2 meters per second and walk through pallets, breakable walls and window vaults. And finally, Match Marks. Hitting a survivor refunds all blink charges, reduces maximum blink charge capacity by run, reduces the nurse's base movement speed to 4.4 meters per second. And that is it for the nurse changes. I would like to see her Mori animation polished up, but I think it's perfectly fine as is. And I hope you will join me for my Huntress changes. But apart from that, hope you have a wonderful day, and bye-bye.